is Zakia Royster, and telling my story of the time I realized the importance of my neighborhood school. And basically, I didn't go to my neighborhood school until I really was in high school. That's when I became aware of it. Mostly prior to that, I moved around a lot, and I went to like a Catholic schools and charter schools. So, and then technically, the neighborhood high school that I went to wasn't even considered my neighborhood, but it was the neighborhood of which I was in. And but never that. So the importance that I realized in school was when I got to the 10th grade and I met my teacher, Miss Storm Foreman, and she was our English teacher. And prior really to being in school or just having awareness, I didn't really like school that much and everything, but it was something about Miss Foreman and how genuine she was when she wanted to teach, when she taught us, and how sincere she was about getting us to learn and understand that learning went beyond just getting a grade in just this classroom, but the way that you can learn to become more conscious of yourself and have more awareness of what's going on around you, and just knowing the basic tools that she was teaching us in 10th grade English, and how it was later going to help us and what it meant. And I really noticed that she was shaping us when I went to 11th grade, and she became our 11th grade teacher. And then when I got to 12th grade, she also became our 12th grade English teacher. Like, she just, every step we took, she took with us. So it didn't ever feel like she left us or we left her behind as we moved on. Like, she knew the importance of the connection she had with our class, and she went along with us to constantly keep giving us those lessons. And I think I never really got the opportunity to really tell her, but she shaped me in a way within those 3 years that not many of my other teachers or even professors in college have been able to shape me, where I watched her and I watched how she was an African American woman who wore her natural hair, who wore natural cards or just natural clothing, and even like the names that she gave her children. She gave them very strong, meaningful names, and how, yes, she was this black woman and she taught at this urban school, but she had a different self-awareness about her, and it was different versus what we usually see. And so as a black woman and a young lady, it gave me a self of conscience to look outside of myself. And she was more than just my teacher. She also became a mentor. And Miss Foreman just definitely was a teacher that if a child was motherless, she became their mother in a way. I recall her being at our junior prom, putting on makeup on girls and paying for young ladies on prom pictures and graduation pictures because she didn't have it. And the way she would tell the boys, pull your pants up. Just basically have pride in being who you are. Have some pride about yourself. And when I got to college, I realized that I excelled in my English. I excelled in reading, and I excelled in this type of stuff because she honestly made me prepared. She honestly cared enough that she prepared me for something other than what was just in this small high school at Sarah High School. So that's really my story of realizing that there's teachers there who, in our regular neighborhood schools, that they go beyond the classroom. They are there teaching the students life lessons, life goals, self-awareness, consciousness, things that sometimes our parents don't even give us. Pride within ourselves. And they're so important. And it's important to keep those kind of teachers. Unfortunately, Miss Foreman ended up moving on from Sarah. So when I came back to visit, a year and a half later, she had moved on to a different school. She moved on to Overbrook, which at first I was sad about, but I became happy because I learned that my younger cousin ended up having her as a teacher. So I hope that my cousin took from her what I took from her. So teachers like Miss Foreman need to be shared worldwide. And that's my story.